What's up guys, let's show off how we can unlock brand new Vampiric powers, how the system works, and essentially your progression in the game. So, starting right off, you probably want to know how do we get this Vampiric powers menu and how do we unlock more of them. Okay, so first off, you're going to have to start out the seasonal quest line, otherwise this tab will not be clickable. So what you're going to do is over in the top right, you'll see that there is a seasonal quest. It is going to be a green leaf, and you're basically just going to go and do a dungeon. Just follow the quest line, you get it literally within like the first 10 minutes. So after you do that, you're going to be getting a Vampiric power. Now, how does the Vampiric system work? So that a few people ask me, yeah, I have the Vampiric power equipped, but it's not active. It's considered inactive. So the difference between an active and an inactive one means that it's not actually working. And to actually get it working online, you need to meet the requirements for that specific power. So starting right off in terms of unlocking the tab, again, you're going to have to do the main quest line. Now, in addition to doing the main quest line, there are areas that are going to be called the Blood Harvest. This is basically a Helltide, but instead of killing the monsters that spawn in Helltides, you're killing the Vampiric monsters. And in these areas, you're going to be acquiring several forms of currency, and the forms of currency are going to allow you to unlock more powers, as well as get the currency required for your pieces of gear to meet the requirements to actually activate your Vampiric powers. So, starting right off, again, you're going to have to do the main story quest line. Within 10 minutes, you'll unlock this Vampiric power menu, but you'll only have one power. So, there are some powers are considered minor powers, some are going to be considered major. So, some will cost more than others in terms of the points. You can see over here, let's go over the start of how these powers actually are going to be able to be equipped and how we can activate them. And then we're going to go over how we can acquire newer powers. So, in order to have them activated, and I'll go over how we unlock more of them in a second, how the system works is you have three different kind of requirements. Think of it kind of like strength, dexterity, intelligence. You have to meet the requirement in order to use this one. So this one's activation cost, you can see, there's it looks like a little skull cap, there is a cup, and there is a skull. So these different things are called packs. There's ferocity, which is the red one. There is divinity, which is the gold cup, and there is eternity, which is the white skull. So each one of these will require you to actually have some sort of activation cost. This one requires one skull, which means we have to have one pack of eternity. So on our pieces of gear, just any piece of gear that just drops in the world, or some of them can roll with nothing, which is fine too. You can see this item has one of the helmet, and again, to go over the helmet, that one is called ferocity. I'm just going to call it helmet, cup, and skull, just because it's easier to remember. But on each piece of gear, we will have some sort of packs granted. You can see it has 3 out of 3. Now, each piece of item, as long as it's legendary, you can go to 5 out of 5. Now, if the item doesn't roll with the stats that you want, like the packs, you can get what's called the packs that will actually drop as consumables, and you could add this pack by grabbing the item and actually applying to it. But you can't actually apply it to your weapons. It is only on your armor. You cannot apply it on the jewelry either. So just going over like the rules of how it works. So let's say I really wanted to have another eternity on this piece of gear. So all I would do is I would take the piece of gear, I would right click on a pack of eternity, and I would go ahead and put it in here. And then now it's going to grant me that additional whatever one that I put on. So whether it be ferocity, eternity, or divinity. Now, in addition to that, let's say I needed to get a bunch of the cups. Like I needed a bunch of the cups. Like this one gives me 3 packs of the golden cup. I need more of those for my abilities. So, and it already has all of the things rolled on it. So as the item power goes up, I'm pretty sure that's how it calculates how many packs you can grant. Maybe it's random, but as far as I'm aware of, towards the end game, everything should have 5. But you can also get what's called the cleansing acid. So this is a consumable that will remove all of the packs. So you can basically have a clean item that you can then throw on the exact kind of powers that you need. Again, think of it like strength, dex, int. Now you don't have to actually have multiple copies of pieces of gear. As long as you meet that requirement, you'll be a-okay on it. And in terms of it being inactive or active, you can see over here, whatever one that you have equipped, it will tell you which ones are inactive if you don't meet the requirements. So in order to unlock these. Now, how do we get these vampiric powers? That's another question. So you can unlock the powers a few different ways. So there is this little board. This is in Ked Baru. So this is basically where you start the quest. You start the quest line for the seasonal quest over here. And this is, again, how you start unlocking this little tab for the vampiric powers. So you're going to go to the acclaim board, and as you start just killing monsters inside of this area that's basically hell tides, there's also chests that you can open up that will have these packs as well as the cleansing acid. But in addition to that, you will also get Hunter's Acclaim. So think of it almost kind of like another battle pass. It's almost just like XP because you don't even have to pick up certain items. It just automatically just gives you these Hunter's Acclaim as you just start killing monsters. And you'll get some of these little like caches, and it'll just give you whatever, like helms. This can also give you Potent Blood. So Potent Blood is important because Potent Blood will actually allow you to unlock or upgrade your vampiric powers. So I've already explained how you can equip them. Oh, also, if you're wondering, does the slot matter? Like, does the top one matter if I put it in the top or bottom? No, it doesn't. It's just, you have 5 powers. This is just how it works. And in order to unlock newer powers, there are powers that you can unlock via the board over here. You can see this one is going to be unlocked. And this one's considered like a major one because it uses more like of the activation cost. So it costs 6 of the cups. So you're going to need 6 cups in your pieces of gear in total, not on just one, but just in total in order to activate that one. So to unlock newer powers, we have to spend that Potent Blood. So I just got my Potent Blood off of the Hunter's Acclaim board, but the easiest way to get it, and it's super easy to farm, and this is why I recommend don't just go to the tunnels. I know this is like a popular way to actually level up in the game, is you go to the Dohine tunnels and you just kind of spam it for leveling up. But honestly, I would recommend you guys to actually go and do these blood harvests. Now, when the blood harvest ends, like there's no more, it will appear somewhere else. It's literally just the same as a hell tide, but you get different currency. So let's go over how we unlock more powers. You can see also, like the other items we just got off the chest, they're not like super special or anything. But in order to unlock newer powers, how it works is you get like a set of some random ones, and you cannot cheat the system by escaping. I tried that. So what you do is you will click right here where it says spend 25 out of whatever, how much Potent Blood you have. Again, to acquire Potent Blood, just go into this area. Maybe we should just show this off because it only takes like 2 seconds here, and it'll just be much faster. I like playing with the controller with this build. So we can show off kind of the area and how it works. And there are chests that you can open up. And there are other mechanics in these areas. But you can just go kill monsters. And let's go and open up a chest if we happen to have the requirements for it. So some of them require a Seeker's Key. And you can see we get Pact of Eternities just by doing that. And we get these little blood lures. And we can basically spawn in some monsters. It's almost like kind of similar to the Grim Favors once you like kill X amount of monsters and you deposit the thing. But you just kill monsters. I'm not going to waste time and kill a bunch of monsters, but you get the idea. You go here, think of it kind of like the Helltide Cinders. It's just another form of a currency that you'll have, and it's not going to go away when the area goes away. But that's basically what you do. You just kill monsters and you open up the chest. Make sure you open up the chest, and that's because you will be gaining access to more of these packs. That's kind of like the easiest way to get those to actually drop. Now, for unlocking the powers, we're just going to go ahead and click over here. So now you know where to get the Potent Blood. You just click on where it says spend, and you're going to see a few different skills. Yours might show up locked, and it'll have like a cross on it. You have to unlock the powers. Once you unlock the powers, it's going to allow you to upgrade the powers, so you can get like higher numbers. It's usually the number in blue, or it will actually increase in terms of the number here. But depending on what you want, you will upgrade one of these. So if you don't like what's over here, if you hit escape, like for example, I don't want any of these, right? What happens if I just go ahead and close like the game or just exit? What happens is it upgrades a random one. You don't want that. So you obviously want to select the one. But if it doesn't matter, or if you don't care about it, then I guess you can hit escape. It doesn't matter. It's randomly going to upgrade one of them. So now let's see what we get on this one. We got Resilience, Jagged Spikes, and Rampart. I don't actually want any of these, but I'm just going to upgrade this one because it's already upgrading. And remember, this costs 25 each time. So this one's going to upgrade. It's almost like a glyph right here. So we only have 3 more. I'm just going to go cycle through it so you guys can see how it works. So now we got Flowing Veins. This one is pretty good. This is one of the ones that I actually do care about and the one I want to level up. So we're going to click on it. It's just like a glyph. Or if you play Diablo 3, think of it like a legendary gem. And we have 2 more, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. So we have Call Familiar over here. We have Hemomancy. We have Coven's Fangs. This is the one that I actually want, so I'm going to allocate. So it's kind of like a slot machine. You don't know which one it's going to upgrade, and it randomly upgrades one of them. And again, if you hit escape, it'll randomly upgrade one of them, and it's going to tell you which one upgraded in the top right. So that is the full system in terms of the vampiric powers. We showed you guys how to acquire them, the system in terms of how to activate them, and also if you want to unequip them, it's like free. There's no like cost. It doesn't destroy the item. You don't have to re-level it up. But like if I didn't want this one over here, I just right click on it. If I want to equip it, I just hold left click and drag, and we just upgrade it. Now, as far as moving them, it shouldn't matter. There's no like, oh, if the top one gives you more. It would have been cool if they did that, but nonetheless, that's the mechanic of the vampiric powers, how to acquire them, and how we can upgrade them, as well as how to like, start and open that up. Because some people were like, I can't click on this. It's because you got to start the seasonal quest. That's the green one, and this is not available on the Eternal Realm. But that's gonna wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.